Good morning, little Miss Delta. And anybody else watching? We've got the Ice Stones here visiting this morning. They stayed over last night for a nice 4th of July. Busy day here for us. And I was asleep before the fireworks. That tells you how my day went. But we had a great parade and a great time at Demeter. We fed a lot of people, so that's a good thing. So pick this book, All the Books. See, there's the cover, by Hayley, Rocco, and Caldecott honoree John Rocco. And it's about this little mouse who likes books. Is it a mouse or is it a chipmunk? We gotta find out. Piper Waterstone could not share her books. You see, her books were special, rare, even magical. Her books brought her to other worlds, faraway galaxies, and even back in time. Like that one there, the picture of Piper. And to keep them safe, she took her books with her everywhere she went. Through spring, summer, fall, and winter, her books were never out of sight. Notice they're loaded up in her wagon. Wow, have you read all of them? Asked her friend Gregory. Yes, I have, Piper said proudly. Is that a book about pirates? Can I borrow it? Borrow my book? Piper had never had to share her book before. I'm sorry, Gregory, but I really need that book right now. But you've already read it, Gregory replied. I know, but I forgot what happens in the end, and I need to start reading it again. All right, I guess. I'll go to the library then, Gregory said, running off. Now, Piper never understood why anyone would want to go to the library to read. She had all of her books, the best, most magical books, right there with her wherever she went. The truth of it was, Piper had never actually been to the library. Oh my. Is she in for a surprise? As Piper grew, so did her collection of books. There's birthday books, garage sale books. But bringing all her books with her everywhere she went was becoming more and more difficult. Ugh, Piper said as she was riding her bike with its books all tied on it and in the wagon loaded full of books. And one day it was simply impossible. No. What's going on? Books are heavier than her and the bike. Worst day ever. Of course, it was right then that it started to rain. Oh no. Double worst day ever. No, not all my books. They're getting wet. That's quite a collection you have there, said kindly Mole. My absolute most favorite book. It's completely ruined, cried Piper. First things first, let's get out of this weather, he said. And they walked into this building there. The building was warm and dry and smelled cozy like wood with a hint of vanilla. When her eyes adjusted to the light, she gasped, "What is this place?" Wonderful, isn't it? This, my young friend, is a library, and I'm the librarian. Let me show you around. This is a library. Piper was amazed. Look at that. That's a pretty cool library, isn't it? Within these walls, we hold all the books. It is my job to keep them organized, safe, and dry, he added with a wink. Most importantly, when someone visits the library, I help them find the book they're looking for. That's my same book. How is that possible? Asked Piper. The library has all the books, the librarian smiled. Plus, I recognize the cover. And if you like that one, you'll love this one. Whose books are those? The library pretended not to hear a question and handed Piper a small rectangular thick of yellow paper. Sign your name on the card right here, please. Piper used her absolute best penmanship. But whose books are all those? She asked again. There we go, Piper Waterstone. They're yours. Piper Waterstone. With this card, you now have all the books. I will. Positively. However, having the library card means that all these books are now yours. You're welcome to take as many of them with you as you'd like, including these. She was so excited. Piper stared at the stack of books and wondered how she'd be able to carry them all home on her bike. Maybe just take a few today, and when you're finished, you bring them back, and you can take some more. They'll be here for you, safe and sound. But if they're all mine, where's he going with those? Piper's having a hard time understanding this concept. Well, said the librarian, they're his too. They're everybody's. We share them. Having this card means the library and all the magic contained in these books are now yours, but it only works if everyone is willing to share them. There you go. The librarian then guided her over to an alcove beside his desk. Stand here, please. Piper, do you promise to share all the books? He asked in a deep, official-sounding voice. The library went completely silent, and Piper could feel everyone's eyes on her. I will, she whispered nervously. The librarian peered at her over the rims of his glasses. Piper wasn't used to sharing her books, but it seemed like a pretty good deal to be able to have all the books. I will, Piper exclaimed. Wonderful, just wonderful. Welcome, Piper, the librarian proclaimed as he stamped her card with a loud thud and handed it to her. All the wonders of the library are now yours. Piper studied the card and stood a little taller. Piper had all the books right there in her hand. It felt strange and marvelous all at once. She carefully put the card in her jacket pocket. She thanked the librarian and gathered her things. There you go. The rain had finally stopped, and Piper realized that there were some things she needed to share before she left. Best day ever. There's Piper, right? With her basket. And then it looks like she's given some of her books as donations. Piper wore out a story and came back the very next day. She couldn't wait to share all the books. Looks like she was bringing some of her family with her too, right? And other kids coming. The end. And there we have a nice end papers that show kids reading books, all the little kids. And at the back, there we go. So that's all the books, Little Miss. Pretty cool story, I think. Great illustrations and a great story. So I hope that was a fun one for you. Okay, it's time for say goodbye. Let's do this. We got knucks up high. We got high five. We got a low five. We got a twist and a twirl. We got loves to you, Little Miss. Today the big's watching. And hope you have a great week. And Mommy's birthday is coming up, so got to give her a big hug and happy birthday yell. Okay, lots of love. Bye-bye.